Welcome back to another day here on the Winter's Lorcana channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Roger Pera's top 8 finish from the 8-case tournament. This deck really, my friends know me. I was sent this list. My friends know me. It's a Jafar Will deck, and it made a top 8 in an 8-case tournament. That's really impressive, considering all the other decks there were very meta, very standard for what you would expect to see there. A little bit on the snooze fest, but this one pretty interesting. I'm a little sad it didn't place higher, but you know, you can't win them all. But it is a very interesting looking deck. I've had a chance to kind of gloss over it. There are a lot of shift characters in here, so we can shift a bunch, which is super cool. I do like that. That means we get to play big characters early, and of course we get to play a whole new world. Fantastic card for restocking your hand. Awful card for letting your opponent restock their hand. But as long as we can take advantage of it with, say, Jafar, Striking Illusionist, this is no secret. This combo is well known, but here it is. Another really interesting addition that I like to this deck is they're running the Bayou, and they're also running the Library. Granted, it's one of the Bayou, but this effectively says whenever a character quests while here, you may draw a card, then discard a card. That will proc with Jafar's ability to gain new lore, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, the Library, whenever a character is banished while here, you get to draw a card. Now, that does not work with Jafar unless you are the one actively challenging into a situation where your character will be banished, because Jafar only activates during your turn. So I would have to willingly say, hey, this Pete's going to trade with something, or worse off, this Pete's going to die to something, and then Aladdin's going to trade with that thing. So I lose 2 characters, draw 2 cards. You know, that's the way you're going to make that trigger. So it may come up, I don't know, but it does seem interesting. And again, another payoff for all these Floodborn characters is, of course, the Blue Fairy. Additional ways to draw cards. I like this. I like that there's a lot of card draw. Speaking of shift characters, I am really digging the addition of this Aladdin here. Brave Rescuer. Discard a location card. 5 locations in the deck, so it's not impossible to do. But whenever this character quests, you may banish chosen item. I like the addition of this because red-blue, for whatever reason, I don't. So my decks might not reflect that, but red-blue, for whatever reason, has gone down to 1 lucky dime in their deck. Okay, you play lucky dime. That's pretty much all of or most of your turn. Maybe you get it activated, maybe you don't. And then I just quest with Aladdin again and it's gone again. You have to use Tamatoa to bring it back. Yeah, this Aladdin, pretty effective. So yeah, let's jump in, see if we can win a few. Ooh, okay, here we go. Player 2 starting the game. Gross. Definitely don't need all of this. Way too early for all of this nonsense. You possibly don't need 2 of these. This is not a great opening hand, if I'm being honest. Now, before we really dive into this, guys, Patreon is what keeps this channel alive. If you want to help support the channel, there is a link in the description down below. Did you know that donating $1 per month is worth more, monetarily speaking, than if you watched 100% of all of my videos every month? That $1 is actually worth more. That's wild. That stat always blows my mind. There is a link in the description down below. Okay, let's see. I got a library back. I don't have a Jafar to go with Jafar. I got a Bayou. Interesting. I could just slap this down and start gaining lore straight away. I mean, I don't need this to come down until turn 2, technically. What am I playing against? Blue? What did you ink? Lost in the Woods. Oh, that's right, that's right. I picked this deck and I already forgot what I was playing against. This is the Yokai deck because we like to feature the previous video's deck. Okay. This is good too. If I turn 2 Blue Fairy and then shift out Robin on the following turn, that's better, I think. Yeah, I think that's just better. Okay. Ink Bayou. Play Robin of the Hood. Pass the turn. Also, do not be surprised when there is no video tomorrow or the day after. I am trying something new. This will be the last time we see this format of gameplay. I'm going to attempt to try something new where I put more time into learning a deck as opposed to what I've currently been doing. If you have a character here, you may pay 1 less to play items. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the Blue Fairy. Nothing about my game plan changes here. Pass turn. Yeah, so I don't know if you know this or not, but a lot of my day involves some point throughout the week, I'll come up with the decks. Sometimes I'll get randomly set deck lists and then I'll try them out. Sometimes I'll take suggestions from the comments, build a deck around that. But mostly I just start with a deck and I sit down and I play several games with it. Some mornings I can only get what I get. So some mornings it's just like, I got one game in, that'll have to do. And yes, we are going to shift. We are going to draw a card. Love the synergy. We are going to challenge. Gain the lore. Heck yeah. And then gain the lore. Quest. Fantastic. Love that. Love the synergy so far. So now, yeah. I was doing it that way because it makes it easy so I could do daily videos. However, wow, this is a lot of Let the Storm Range odds. I don't feel the daily videos are nearly so necessary. Did I just hardcast this? I think I just... Or do I sing this and play library? I think I sing this and play library and give up the lore. Okay. That's a lot of uninkables. I didn't even see the uninkable count. It must be high. This is obnoxious. Ink you, play you, move a character here. I don't like it. Especially because you do have something in the deck that shifts with you. Let's ink you, let's play you, let's quest. What an awkward 5 uninkables in the hand. Pass. But yeah, I was doing it that way because it makes daily uploads a lot easier. But it does reduce the quality of the content. It reduces my amount of time exposed to any particular deck. And I want to spend more time with some of these decks. So I think, while it'll only still result in a single video coming out, I think I still want to spend more time with the decks, which means it'll take longer to make the videos. But hopefully that will also translate to being a better video. I mean, I'm just going to play you. Draws a card. Sing you again. I mean, I'm giving up a lot of... I've given up 4 lore now to draw cards. Just trying to get ink. Alright. Quest and quest. Well, I'm ready to take on the opponent if they ever play anything. This is what I'm talking about, the yokai deck. Yokai is the no good guy. Some of you guys out there really like yokai, and you've been letting me know in the comments. Yokai is, I guess he's made out of cardboard. Barely qualifies as a card. Let's see, if I start by playing you, I can draw a card. However, and if you quest, I get to destroy something here. Probably one of these lanterns, so you can't just sneak out another Hades on me. I could also use you to sing one of these, pay for 2 more, and just get rid of the Hades. But I'm not terribly scared of the Hades, so I don't think I need to do that. Alright, let's quest. Get rid of a lantern. Let's actually play another one. Ooh, a Jafar. Okay. I think I just want to play you. That way, if you decide to swing in, you're only one thing away from dying. Ooh, Jimmy boy. Ink this. This is a lot of uninkables. I'm definitely going to have to check the overall count after this game. I mean, Challenger 2, right? I mean, I could have done some damage, but whatever. We're just going to win the game by questing. These things are not that threatening. And by not that threatening, I mean not threatening whatsoever. Alright, just gave up the entire hand. Cool. Love that. I wonder if it's like the AI just trying to play efficiently, like try to play out their stuff. Or if the AI, obviously it's a computer and it has knowledge of my hand. And it's not supposed to like use that knowledge for anything. But I wonder if it like does detect double whole new world. And there's a calculation going on with, oh, they're just going to get a whole new hand back. I don't know for sure if that's a thing. It feels like it sometimes. Let's see. If I... 1 damage to chosen character when you play this, or location. These both sing, or sing. If these both quest, we'll get rid of that. And then they have to actually pay for all their stuff. And we won't be drawing cards with Hiram. So that feels like a must. I just shift you out and take you. Yeah. I don't have a Jafar, so I'm not shifting this one out. Alright, well let's start with the shift because it does let me draw cards. Draw a card. And 1 damage. Let's see. I'm just going to take that out, so I don't need to do a damage though. Let's do a damage here. That way if it goes sideways, Jim Hawkins is big enough to just one-shot it. Ooh, that's also interesting. I'll just play you and draw another card too. Alright, let's start here. Let's get rid of those lanterns. 1 lantern gone. 2 lantern gone. There it goes. We definitely challenge. I have a quest here. We're just gonna quest on this one, I think. And then I can make sure Jim doesn't die by playing Storm on Tipo. Right, because then they can't double attack it, which isn't bad for me, but... this just feels better. Ooh. Then I play you and shift you next turn. I mean, it's interesting. I feel like I wish I was playing against a real deck right now. Yokai, the worst. In a vacuum, I will say it, in a vacuum, Yokai's fine. He's fine. In reality, he makes you play, he makes you want to play down a certain path that is bad. And any card that tricks you into playing badly is a bad card. Is there any world where I can play you and get to do that? I don't think so. I think I just have lethal on board already. Yeah, I mean, I already have lethal, but I want to win with Jafar. Is that possible? I really want to win with Jafar. Yeah. Oh, you cost 5. I was thinking I didn't have a 5 cost. I was looking at the 2. Okay. Fantastic. Let's play Jafar and win the game. Oh, I can't. I have to wait. Let's ink you. And we will pass the turn. I know, I could have just won, but it's a Jafar victory. How often do you get to actually win games with Jafar? Almost never. Now, if this was competitive, I definitely would have done it. Whoa, don't pull the trigger so fast. First, Jafar needs to be sideways. Actually, Jafar can just sing this. There we go. That was a lot of uninkables. And, you know, this hand's mostly fine. Gain 7 lore. Booyah. Love it. Draws her hand face up. That's hilarious. Okay. Going second. That's not going to be good. Alright, so... oh boy. I need a good shift target. I got turn 1, turn 2. Some solid turn 2s. But you don't come out for a long time. We're definitely putting at least one of you back. Is it like that? Oh, I really want to hit the Jafar. That's probably super greedy. You know, the fact that it is a wheel deck makes you think that Jafar's probably super critical, but in reality, it's probably not as critical as you might think. There are a lot of cards in here that do let you draw, so I'm curious how, like, actually important this is. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, I got early Jafar shift targets too. That's nice. Ink you, play you. What did my opponent ink? They inked Bell. Accomplished Mystic. Okay, pass the turn. And another Bell. Okay, 2 Bells gone. And a Calhoun. That's right, we are playing against Zach Bivens' deck. Yeah, he did do very well. And now we are actively playing against it. Put you away. Let's get... Ooh. Well, I want you down so I can play you. Because you will take out a Calhoun. But I also feel like I need to draw the cards. This only does 1 damage to the Calhoun. Okay. What's more important? Jafar also trades with Calhoun, which is really nice. So I think if by playing Jafar, I'm telling my opponent, hey, you're not even allowed to quest right now. But if I play this, then they get to quest. Then I have to play this, because I won't have enough ink for this, and then they get to do another thing, and then I get to play this. But I think I'm playing Little Jafar. Okay, here we go. Little Jafar it is. Madamim Snake to the Inkwell. Chernobog's followers comes down. Another Calhoun. Okay. They're not afraid. Maybe they should have been, though, because that's pretty good. Let's ink one of you. I'm losing out on this. This is hard to play. I'm just now realizing this card is hard to play because you have to take an entire turn off for it. But the payoff is so good. If you take the turn off for it, the payoff is actually really good. Do I give them another turn? This 100% just quests and goes away. Question is, do I shift out Robin Hood, take out Calhoun, let this trade with the other Calhoun? I'll gain 2 lore off of it because it is a... It will be banishing. Oh, this is really obnoxious. I have to go with my gut and say... I have to go against my gut and say it's Blue Fairy. It's got to be Blue Fairy. I think if we take this out, then I'll have a safe Robin attack. Let's go against my gut. Sometimes my gut really leads me down the wrong path. But it's not like we're pressed for lore. There's not a lot of pressure right now. Then again, their deck does build pressure very quickly. Like, Genie's an issue for sure, until I get an evasive Jafar down. Alright, so here's the path. Either character will be traded. But if I play Jafar, Genie gets to just trade with Jafar. Not even trade, Genie gets to take it out. That does leave me open for a Storm taking out Genie, though. But if I play Robin, Robin definitely trades with both of them, because Genie's not strong enough to finish the job. So I think I do have to play that. And we'll draw the card. Gotta start that value train ASAP. Ink you, keep the ink going. Next turn I'll just be able to straight up play Jafar, which is nice. Take out a Calhoun. Gain the lore. You are evasive, and so is Genie, so I will not be doing anything with you, unfortunately, this turn. We will pass. Don't forget, Jafar also gains evasive during our turn. Alright, here comes all the characters. We are going to get the trade, as predicted. Does let us draw a card, which is nice. Ooh, okay, another big Jafar. That's really good, too. Let's ink you. Let's shift you out. We're going to take out the Genie. We are just strong enough to do so. Fortunately, I can't do anything else. They don't have an evasive character, so Blue Fairy is finally safe to quest. Pass the turn. Alright. Maleficent coming down. I do have removal. Chernobog's going to trade itself for a card. It always does. Unfortunately, that's a little predictable. I wish it wasn't. I wish it would at least like go back and forth with it. At the very least. Okay. So if I turn you sideways before I start doing this stuff, I'll gain lore off of it. So I could turn you sideways to sing this. That'll also gain lore. That's a nice way to play this. Okay, let's do that. Gains lore. Could just pop... Oh, I found the wheel. That's not going to be enough, though. I'll have to wheel into a wheel. Definitely want to ink. Okay, how do I want to play this? I definitely want to get a Jafar down before I hit the wheel. Double Jafar into a single wheel? That's, I mean, hard to lose. But where's my opponent at? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If they bounce it at 17. Replayed, it's 18. I'm seeing a maximum of 18 potentially here. Which makes me want to pop this off. Get rid of the Maleficent. Because right now I'm looking at... Yeah, I think I do want to pop these off. Unfortunately, I don't have a second thing to take out. Or I play a Jim Hawkins. That's a guaranteed second singer, but it's not a guaranteed more lore. And this Jafar can't turn sideways when I play him. I would have to have another Jafar right now. So I think I just... I think I have to play Jim. Then I have guaranteed 2 singers, and I can find a second whole new world. Do a damage to something that takes out Maleficent. Gains a lore. And if I ink you, I do nothing, so I think I'm just going to play you just to have you. Okay. Jim taking out Maleficent. I didn't actually see it. Full transparency, I didn't see it. So I probably, like, if this was paper, my opponent would have pointed it out to me, because my opponent's, where I'm at least, very kind. But, yeah, I would have missed it. Is it a May? You may deal damage, yeah. And I'm very honest about that. If it's a May ability and I missed it, I will not let myself go back and get it. Okay, so I can ink and I can play Jafar. I can't do anything with the Jafar, though. I feel like... Oh, I want you to sing. I can't play this other stuff before you because I need you to sing the whole new world. Trying to find a good way to maximize the card draw here. I don't think I got it. Well, let's think about this. So one whole new world's gonna be 7, takes me to 14, 15, 16, and then you get to sing potentially another one. If I miss it, if I miss the next whole new world, we are in trouble. But these aren't gonna do anything, so I'm okay with them going away. You coming down now is not gonna do anything, so that's fine. In fact, everything in my hand's pretty much a dud. But I do think I do need to not play Big Jafar and leave my ink open just in case. Alright, here we go. A whole new world. Can we beat the... Oh, we got it. We beat the Zach Bivens deck. Of course we did. We're so unstoppable and good at stuff. And then we'll go ahead and sing that, and that will end the game. Oh, I love that for me. I love that for me. Oh, it flips all your ink upside, or right side up. Is that new? That didn't happen in the last game, did it? It might have. It might have. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, not so bad, actually. Really like this. What I really, really enjoy is that this deck has become really dominant, really strong, and it doesn't run any actions, any songs, really. Like, there's not a lot going on in there. There's a few pieces of removal, but really, it's made Ursula not so good at stealing songs out of your opponent's hand, so you're not seeing that a lot anymore, which really opens the door for a Jafar wheel deck, because we're not going to get the wheel sniped out of our hand. So I really like that there's like this ebb and flow of the decks. This one starts getting really good, which incidentally makes this bad, and when this gets bad, this other thing can actually be good. Yeah, pretty cool. We beat the Zach Bivens deck. I'm just the greatest player of all time. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. I don't know when. It's gonna be a couple days at least. Bear with me as I try to make you better content.